Meet Dave. Dave and his wife Barbara have 3 children, a daughter in high school, a son in junior high, and a son who is just turning 5. They live in a modest home which they bought 6 years ago when they got married. Both Dave and Barbara work, and they have the usual expenses of a mortgage, car loans, and daycare. He doesn't think he needs to do any type of planning because he doesn't have a lot of money. He couldn't be more wrong. He has no idea of how much risk his family is exposed to. What would happen to his home, money, and his family when something happens to him? Along with stress and sadness, Dave's family would have significant challenges that could permanently change them. Without proper planning and doing a few simple things like completing certain necessary documents and putting a system in place to make sure the right information gets to the right people at the right time, everything they have is at risk. Take Dave's home. It is valued at $500,000 with a $450,000 mortgage. He hasn't put the right measures in place to avoid the fees and expenses of transferring his home to his family through the process of probate. This means approximately $25,000 will be needed to cover fees and expenses, which roughly equals 50% of the equity in the home. Thankfully, Dave has some life insurance, bank CDs, and a small pension. He keeps his life insurance policy in his safety deposit box. He bought his CDs from an online bank, and all of his records are electronic. His wife Barbara knows he has life insurance, but doesn't know which company it is with. She isn't aware of the CDs and pension. When Dave dies, Barbara doesn't know about the safety deposit box and doesn't know which life insurance company to call. The CDs and pension never get to Barbara. Worse yet, Dave never prepared a last will and testament, which is where he would have provided clear guidance for the court to make guardianship decisions about the minor children. Through no fault of his own, his failure to plan resulted in a highly expensive outcome for his family in more ways than one. If only Dave had met with a professional to help him plan for the unexpected. John is just like Dave. He is married and lives in a home worth $500,000. He has 3 children with a modest amount of money in savings, a small life insurance policy, and some retirement savings. John's advisor recommended LegacyShield. John purchased it and spent 15 minutes with his advisor entering in the new life insurance policy. Over the next few weeks, John spends a few hours completing the essential estate planning documents. He executed them and saved them to LegacyShield's secure vault. He also recorded all of his assets, including his retirement plans and where he banks. He elected a recipient for each entry who would be notified when something happens to him. As a result, his family will know where everything is. They will know what to do and exactly who to call in order to claim his life insurance benefit. Most importantly, his children will be protected by his documented instructions in his will. Unfortunately, most people just never receive enough education on how to properly plan for their future and protect their family. Our school systems do not teach this, and many people do not get access to a financial professional. It's just not Dave's fault. LegacyShield was created with the goal of protecting every family. It's not enough to save for retirement or have a handwritten list of wishes. LegacyShield was created by 2 industry veterans who know the challenges of both the financial advisor and the client. From categorizing every digital asset and providing do-it-yourself legal documents to preserving one's life stories, LegacyShield is a comprehensive tool helping people get the right information to the right people at the right time, making sure valuable information will live on for generations.